So if you're just kind of waking up to the climate crisis and you're like worried about collapse, I think the first thing is, yes, to be able to be with other people who are thinking the same, because it feels like such a sense of relief to be able to talk about it out loud with other people and not feel so isolated. The problem I've seen in the places that I've been in the past couple of years is that that space where people are able to talk about it is not being held. So it becomes just reinforcing the anxiety. Like they'll, like in a Facebook group, they'll post another article saying how bad things are, right? And so then your nervous system just, and there are those of us that like to believe that people, humans are, like they're just doing they have the best intentions at heart. But there are people who have been very badly hurt as children, who've been trained to be the elite in the world. And they don't see things the way we do. And it's almost like it's a game for them to see what they can get away with and to make as much profit as they can. And so we need to get literate about the white supremacy culture patterns and about how vulnerable we are to ecofascism, because we don't want to inadvertently be supporting policies that ultimately start sacrificing people, because that's a slippery slope. When there's famous quotations about first they came for the ... And so if we start saying it's okay if they sacrifice those people, eventually it'll be closer to home. And even in England, we see with COVID, people are being sacrificed. And so when we fall into this binary thinking of like, our electric cars good or bad, if Trump is bad, then Biden must be good. And so we can't criticize Biden because that would mean that Trump's good. There's this very scary binary thinking that happens with people. Vaccinations, like it's yes or no, it's masks or not, instead of being able to think, things are really complex, and to be able to sit with the discomfort of how complex things are, and that we need to talk about things, think things through, look at alternatives. And when we have binary thinking, there's no space for alternatives and for the nuance.